No pressure, no diamonds, no friction, no fire.
What is the longest it's taking you to close a deal?
The longest it's taken me to close a deal is, I'm working on one right now, it's been like a year. You know what I mean? So it's not even like the most lucrative deal either. It's been a lot of paperwork. It was a probate deal where there ended up being an underage child that needed to have a power of attorney represent them. They had to have money that was gonna go into trust on the deal. And there's just so many moving parts to that particular deal it's been about a year and it's still not closed. And then I got a short sale. And it's like 4 months, you see it just bother. It's not even the money or whatever. It's just like everything is so tit for tat and it's so technical when it comes to certain types of deals. But I've got this short sale that I've had 2 or 3 short sales approved in the same amount of time that this one that's been taking about 4 or 5 months to close. But sometimes those deals can be extremely lucrative and it's not about moving fast, it's about moving correctly.
How do you handle low ball offers from buyers?
It depends on the situation. If it's my property, personally, I just educate them, right? This is the market, this is what's been selling, this is why it's been selling this way. And especially if a low ball comes in and I just put something on the market and it's been like 5 days, it's just like, hey, unfortunately this isn't what I'm looking for, so it's not gonna be something that I'm gonna be willing to entertain. 100% of the time I just say, hey, if you can get closer to this number, this is where we can go. But if this is your best and final, then it's not gonna be something I'm gonna be able to entertain. But if anything changes, I'll come back to you. I'll never close the door on myself because it might be something that I need to come back to. If I'm representing a buying client, which I rarely do, but I have a team that represents buyer clients, the way that I instruct my team is always go back to your client with the offer. And then obviously a lot of the times, 9 times out of 10, your client's gonna ask you for your professional opinion, be honest, always take the education approach and never close the door on yourself. So if it's something that you're not willing to entertain at the time, just say to the low ball offer at that time, this isn't something that we're willing to entertain at this time, but if anything changes, we'll keep you in mind and I'll give you a call in the future. That's just it. It's just taking the educational approach and letting them know, why you're not accepting the offer. Some people are arrogant. I'd never accept that shit. It's like, no, that's not. I'm not gonna take it away from myself because I might need to go back to that offer. However, I'm gonna educate them and let them know why I'm not gonna accept that offer at this particular moment in time.
What is the most expensive property you've ever sold?
I sold like a $1.3 million property that was like $750,000, $800,000. We dramatically got it under its market value, and then it just made it super easy to sell. So we sold it a lot less than it was actually worth. And that's kind of what the niche allows me to do, right? Because I'm constantly dealing with distress. So I just get the opportunity to get things that would sell sometimes for millions of dollars for 60, 70% of what it's actually worth, minus the amount of money that it would to bring it to the market.
How do you ensure your clients get the best deals?
Ensuring that my clients getting the best deals is honestly just market education, right? Good negotiation skills, and just saying no to the stuff that isn't a good deal. So I think that getting my clients the best deals is just actually being able to identify what a good deal is, and then going into the proper negotiation, finding out what the person that we're looking to get the deal from actually needs, because sometimes it's not money, sometimes it's logistics, being able to move, sometimes it's time, not moving so fast so that they can stay in the property for a little bit of time until this happens or that happens. So really just getting to know the educational approach and getting to know what the client's needs actually are, and sometimes it's not monetary, so it really depends on negotiation.
What is your strategy for selling a property quickly?
You want to sell anything fast, drop the price. You want to sell it fast, not necessarily sell it cheap, but just make it appealing. One of the things that we do that's just totally different than any realtor, investor, wholesaler, whatever, wholesalers, they'll get something under contract and they'll just take shitty pictures. And I'll say, for instance, you only get one chance to make a first impression. So I want to give you as much information as possible, plumbing, roof, HVAC, electrical, foundation, let you know what the condition of the property actually is. Take pictures, the best pictures that I possibly can. I don't use Panorama brand studios or their photography or their podcast setup. I don't use this because it's trash. I use it because it's the best. They give me the best opportunity to make the best impression to the people that are watching this, and you have to do the same thing, when you're trying to get a property to sell for quick. You can't just say it's cheap, so I'm gonna put out a shitty product. You can say it's affordable. It might be affordable luxury, and let me give you the reasons why you should buy this and buy it fast.
How do you handle multiple offers on a property?
With fucking awesomeness. I love multiple offer situations. It's super funny though. This ain't even this couldn't be scripted if I wanted it to, but I am dealing with a multiple offer situation right now. We're actually closing this deal right now on my client. So I got Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 offers on this property. We put it up on a Thursday. I like to go Wednesday, Thursday, midweek. People are coming to the end of their week, you know, weekends with the kids. We're gonna plan to go see a couple houses, whatever. One of the things that I do is, you know, I will let every client that's making an offer know, like, hey, you ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? We dating, you know, we ain't married. So it's like, you can give them the opportunity to continue to become the one that you marry, i.e. being very transparent with them. I always say to the seller, hey, I'm gonna transparently tell the people who are making offers what our highest and best offer is and let them bid it up. But one of the ways I deal with it is like literally just, you know, staying on top of every offer that's coming in and then constantly communicating with those offers. But I actually get myself into a lot of multiple offer situations just by, you know, good communication skills, man. Communication rules the nation.
What is the most unique property you've ever listed?
I'm getting ready to we call them zombie properties. So I'm getting ready to list this like 4-bedroom, 1-bathroom, big square foot. Like, it doesn't make sense. Somebody's probably gonna have to come in and like reconfigure it. That's one of the most unique properties that I'm actually getting ready to sell right now. And then I had this other property. It was just, you know, an older, like it was out in Spring, Texas. You know, you would call it a mansion, you know, 5-car garage, big square footage. It was just really, really old, right? So, but it had like a lot of awesome features, wet bar, just a really, really kind of classic historical house that you would almost want to take and like not even do anything for it just because it was so nostalgic. But I just remember that house because it was absolutely gorgeous and it was really dated.
How do you deal with difficult property inspections?
I think that all property inspections in some way, shape, or form present some level of difficulty just because it depends on the inspector that you're actually dealing with. But I always say if you can't reveal it, you can't heal it. So, you know, what people consider difficult for me is just not that difficult because I'm really head on, headstrong, chin up, chest out. You know, whatever the problems are, let us know what the problems are. And then I come up with solutions the way we can fix it. And then, you know, get into the negotiation process with the actual purchaser of the property that's looking at a difficult inspection and see what we can do from there. But in order to heal it, you got to reveal it. And that's just one of the things that come with resale properties. But, you know, even with brand new builds, you got to have an inspection. So I think the best way to deal with difficult inspections is just chin up, chest out, head on, headstrong. And every problem that arises, just start thinking solutions. Don't over concentrate on the problems.